morning, welcome back to another video. Welcome to Sunday morning. So as I mentioned yesterday, I have got a UCI race today. It's called the Beaumont Trophy. It's a huge race on the domestic calendar. All the pro teams turn up. There's a couple of pro Conti teams. It's going to be a huge race for me, and I think the plan for today is just survival. However, Beaumont Trophy is in a place called Newcastle, which is about 2.5 hours north. So I'm heading up with Ryan. He's going to be here for 8 o'clock, and then we're going to set off 2.5 hours, get there for 10, sign-in shuts at 11, race starts at 1:15. We should have plenty of time left. I've got the camera on this glass table and the sun is reflecting off it, so I can't even open my eyes. All right, let's go.
Hi guys, it's Cycling Cam. On our way to Beaumont Trophy. Really excited, as you can see.
About an hour and a half away. Probably going to stop in about 20 minutes time to grab a coffee and just stretch the legs a little bit. Alright, just stopped in these services somewhere just outside Carlisle, not entirely sure where we are. A 2.5 hour journey isn't ideal before a race, but you know, we didn't really have another option unless I got a hotel and came up the night before. So we just stopped about 3/4 of the way up to grab a quick coffee and walk around, stretch the legs, hopefully sort of loosen them up before the race starts. Alright, 1 hour to go now. It wasn't too bad, you know, we had to set off quite early, but not too bad because the race doesn't actually start until 1:15. The main thing was getting there for entry. Entry closes at 11 o'clock. That's because it's a UCI race and you have to do all the bike checks and whatnot. But how are we feeling this morning? Are we tired? Are we up for it? Are we awake?
I'm a bit tired, a bit lethargic, but I'll be alright. Got a strong coffee.
That'll sort us out.
Sort us right out.
Alright, arrived at the race HQ, picked up my number, pinned it on my jersey. Now you might notice this is a slightly different jersey to the one I normally wear. I normally wear a blue kit. However, for this particular race, I am guesting for a team called Green Jersey Race Team. Hence why I've got their jersey today. All the team cars are starting to arrive now. It's going to be an absolutely boiling race. It is already 25 degrees and it is 11:30. So the key today is to take on a lot of fluids, just constantly drinking, because it will be very, very easy to become dehydrated today. Is that dude off Francis Cage videos? Is that what you're known as now? Is that
no, well, when I went to Nocturne, everyone was like, "You're late, you're late." I don't have my own name. Like I have my own name, but yeah, I just got "You're late."
What is your name, by the way?
My name's Lawrence.
Okay.
With a W.
All right. Okay.
My teammate is Lawrence with a U, but apparently that's the French girl name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, mine's the man.
So you're the man.
I'm the man. It's outrageous. It is. I think we're going to be drinking a lot of water. I only have bottle spaces for 2, so Swannies are going to be busy, you know.
I mean, we're up near Scotland here. It should be raining. It should be like 10 degrees, but it's not. It is like probably about 25 degrees. And today, as I said in the vlog earlier on, this is my first UCI race. Yeah, Lawrence has done plenty of UCI races in the past. What should I expect? You know, what am I in for here?
Mate, you're going to have a lot of fun today. How many riders? 160 riders. You know, UCI points up for grabs. We've got some big teams here. It's going to be madness. It's going to be crazy. You're going to love every second of it. But just you need to start at the front. You need to give yourself some slipping space because it's going to be hard from the gun.
Now you might have noticed Lawrence is walking around with a camera as well today. Lawrence, where can people find you?
Mate, we've got the same camera. You know what's going on. My it's Lawrence Carpenter. It's easy.
Look, if you can't spell it, I'll just put it in the description down below.
And away as soon as we can, and we'll be on our way to the
Alright, I think I'm ready to race. Just gonna go out now and warm up for 20 or 30 minutes or so. Apparently the UCI are pretty strict on GoPro, so I've taken it off. I don't want to get disqualified or whatever. Kinda nervous about this. Okay. About 40 miles into today's race, there was quite a big crash. I wasn't actually involved in the crash. I was behind the crash, so I didn't come down. I didn't hurt myself. But it was about a 15, maybe 20 minute chase back onto the main group. We caught the main group, but I had expended quite quite a lot of energy. I'd burned a lot of matches, and when we caught back onto the group, we were about 5 miles from the Ryle, which is the main climb in the circuit. It's about a 2-mile climb in total length, and I just didn't have the energy to get up the climb. The total race distance was 117 miles, which is about 190 kilometers, and I did 55 miles of that, so half the race. I know me and a lot of the other guys had a big chase back on, but those pro riders, those domestic pro riders, are just on like a different level. Here's the lead group coming through for the 4th out of 5th time. Steve Lampier off the front solo. Lampier currently has about a 30-second gap behind a group of about 15 guys chasing him. Alright, so according to race comms, Steve is still off the front. He's got a gap of about 2 minutes. Go on, Steve. So the riders have just come through the start-finish line. Now they've got one more short lap. It's about a 10-mile circuit.
You to keep that lead. Pete Williams has gone on the offensive.
Alright, we're on our way home now from the race. We stopped off at the services, the same place in Carlisle that we stopped this morning to grab a little bit of food and just have a little bit of a rest. Before we drive home, we've got about an hour and a half to go from here. So the race was won today by Pete Williams ahead of James Gullen. Steve Lampier got brought back on the last lap, and then Pete and James managed to break away. I was chatting to Lawrence after the finish, and he was telling me how hard the race was today. So you know, when someone like Lawrence, who is an incredible elite cyclist, when someone like him says that it's a hard race, you know it's been a hard day out. How did the race go for you, Ryan?
Not very well. I had a punch at 20 minutes in as the break went. Pretty slow wheel change. A big effort to get back on as well, because first lap was on the finishing circuit. It was quite fast.
Yeah.
So I got back in, felt a bit rough, and then about an hour and a half later, I got spat.
He got back in just before he started going up the big climb, so it's quite a hard day out. That is the end of the vlog.